What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Your girl Sage Nova. You already know. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, so I'm back with another video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell every time when I post something so you guys can get it. And guys, I'm going to be making this video today because I wanted to give a little story time. So I'm gonna give a little story time about when I went into labor and things of that nature, because everyone's experience is different. So I'm gonna tell my experience. I want you guys to know that not every labor is the same, not everything's the same. Everybody's body is different. Everybody handles pain different ways. So let's get into this video, guys. So basically, I just wanted to do this video because I just want you guys to see my experience. So I'm trying to find where I should start because this story is just crazy. All right, so let me just start from like, all right, boom. Let's just say I had one of the craziest experiences ever. And let's just say that, you know, pregnancy is supposed to be a happy thing for a woman to go through. It's supposed to be something exciting. It's supposed to be something that you are looking forward to. And my experience was, like, obviously I was happy that I was about to have my child or whatever the case may be. But I went through a lot. Let's just make it clear. Let's just put it like that. I went through a lot by myself, basically. So I wasn't as excited or as happy for the pregnancy as other people are or were because of the simple fact of the things that I was going through. So what happened? I'm trying to figure out where to start with y'all because so much happened, it makes no sense. So let's just go by saying I was freaking 16 when I got pregnant. I had my child at 17 years old. I'm now 21 now. My child is 4, going on 5. So I was a child still, having a child. And, you know, like I had support from my family. I had support from like some friends, but mostly the support came from friends. And that's one thing you people are going to learn about too when you get pregnant and stuff. You're going to realize who's your real friends, who's really there for you, all of that. Everything. I'm just saying, like I was saying, you're going to realize who your real friends are, who's really there for you, and everything. And I realized once I got pregnant that the only people that I really had that was there for me was my family. Was my family. Everybody else, out the door, done, finished. Nobody was really there for me besides my family, and I'm just being honest. Like, before I had a child, everyone was asking me to go places, asking me to party with them, asking me to go to movies, asking me to go out to eat, asking me to go here, asking me to go there. As soon as I had a child, everyone stopped asking me to go places, as if once you're pregnant, you still can't go out to eat. You still can't hang out with people. Like, I'm telling you, when you get pregnant, people act like you got a disease. Like, they act like you have a disease. And I'm just saying, like, all my so-called friends that I had wasn't my friends. And all of them are gone. All of those people are gone. So let's just make that clear. Y'all are going to see for yourselves once you go through the experience who is there and who really isn't there. And you'll be surprised of the people that you think will be there and they aren't. Like, I had a whole baby shower and none of my friends came besides, none of my friends came. Actually one friend came out of everybody that I invited and sent invitations to. One person came. The rest of everyone that was there was my family. And from there is when I opened my eyes and changed me, changed the person I was, changed the people I hung around with, and everything. And that's that. Because they played.
Yeah, like, I was basically just with my family my whole entire pregnancy because, yeah, like I said, people switch up. So that's that. And I just was basically going through a whole lot that whole entire pregnancy by myself. It was just a lot, and it was very, very overwhelming. And very, very, very not the experience that I thought I was going to have. That's all I can really say. So let's just fast forward to my labor. So boom. I went into labor September 31st at 4 o'clock in the morning. No. Yes, it was. It happened at 4 o'clock in the morning. I woke up out my sleep because my stomach was hurting so bad and I didn't know why. So I'm like, oh my gosh, my stomach is killing me. Like, it's really killing me. But I was like, I'm gonna just sleep it off because maybe it's just Braxton Hicks. I thought it was Braxton Hicks. And if you guys don't know what Braxton Hicks is fake contractions preparing you for the real deal for when it's time for you to actually go into labor. So I thought it was Braxton Hicks. And I went to sleep and I just was like, all right, when I wake up, maybe it'll be gone in the morning. Like maybe when I wake up tomorrow, this pain will be gone, this feeling will be gone, I won't be feeling none of this anymore. So I went to sleep, woke up the next day. The pain was still there. It was still there. And when I tell you that the pain was so bad, it woke me up out of my sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. It woke me up out of my sleep. So when I woke up and the pain was still there, I'm like, all right, this can't be Braxton Hicks. I'm still going through this right now. So I waited to probably, I want to say I waited to 12:01 and I finally opened my mouth and told my mom. And she was tight. Y'all. So when I finally told my mom, it was probably around 1 or 12. Because like I said, I went into labor, I think around 4 and I didn't know. So I just waited it out. And by the time I told my mom, it was probably 1 or 12. So she's like, oh, when are they coming? Oh, this, that, and third. So I'm like, they're coming every 10 to 15 minutes. So she's like, I want you to write down every time you feel them come. So I wrote them down, and then I started reading them to her every time I felt them coming. And she was like, oh my God, you're definitely in labor, Sage. Why you didn't tell me this before? So I'm like, because I didn't know. I thought it was just Braxton Hicks. I thought it was just a little false little contraction thing. I didn't know that this was the real deal. If I would have known, I would have been told you. So that's when my sister called me. So as I'm on the phone with my sister, she's talking to me, so I'm in the middle of having a conversation with her. So as I'm having a conversation with her, I feel one of them coming. So I'm like, hold on, wait. I feel it coming. So I had to stop talking. It's really one of those type of feelings where you have to stop talking, stop doing everything that you're doing because it's severe. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and say labor does not hurt. It is not bad. It hurts regardless. You gonna feel it. But I'm not gonna lie, my labor experience was amazing. It was actually very, very smooth sailing. It was very smooth sailing. So I'm finished getting into it for y'all. It was very, very smooth, very, very easy for me. Very, very smooth and very, very easy. So I'm gonna tell y'all the rest of the story. We're at the hospital or whatever. So mind you guys, before I even got to the hospital, I went to the GYN a few days ago before this, and they told me that I was only 1 centimeter dilated. So when I went to the hospital this time, they told me that I was 3 centimeters dilated. So then she's like, oh, if you want to go home, you could go home. I'm like, go home? There's no need to go home. If I'm in labor, I might as well stay myself here. I'm going to sit myself down, and I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to wait it out. It don't make sense for me to go home because I'm going to have to come right back. So I'm like, no, I'll just stay here. I'm good. So they're like, okay, whatever. So I was sitting there. Now I'm really shaking to death because now I'm like, wow, I'm really in labor. This little boy is really about to come. I'm really about to be a mother. I'm shaking. I'm scared because you just don't know what could happen during this time or whatever. So I'm just terrified. I'm scared to death. I'm scared to death. So they come back the first time. They're like, oh, do you want epidural or whatever the case may be? I'm like, nah, I'm good right now because I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, I suffer with period cramps. Well, I used to suffer with period cramps really, 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 really severe and bad. Like, to the point that I used to be throwing up, having to like go to the hospital, everything. Like, it was severe. So that's why I feel like this labor wasn't as bad as this should have been for me, because I know how to take pain and I kind of already know how to experience really bad cramps from me having to deal with it on a monthly anyway. So it really wasn't bad for me. So I was really just really chilling for the most part. But then once they started feeling like a little worse, then I was like, all right, yeah, I'll get the epidural. I'll get it. Girl, this whole experience is just crazy. Like, let me tell you about the epidural. When they come to do the epidural, mind you guys, it was only my mom and my sister with me in the delivery room. So they made my mom and my sister get out because I don't know why they made them get out, but I guess they made them get out because they had to do that for me, which I felt like, I don't know why they had to leave, but whatever. So they made them get out. So now they're making me sit like at the edge of the bed and I have to like lean a little bit over. And I did not know that needle was that long, first of all. I didn't know it was going to feel like that. And it's like an unexplainable type of thing. Like, I can't even explain how it felt. Like, all I know is that I felt a lot of pressure, tingliness. It tickled, like, it was so weird. It's like so unexplainable. I can't even explain it. Like, it's really something that you have to experience on your own because it's hard to explain, but it was hard to stay still. And it was like, you have to stay still, you have to stay still. I'm like, I'm trying to stay still, but y'all sticking this long needle in my back. It's impossible. Like, so I finally got the epidural. And let me tell y'all, right as soon as I got the epidural, my legs went numb. Them things turned into noodles. Noodles, okay? I could not walk. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't even go like this. My legs were finished. They were noodles. All down here, from down here, was numb. I couldn't feel anything. I was like, okay, so I know exactly how people that can't walk and stuff feel, because I definitely had noodle legs. I had noodle legs for sure. For sure, y'all. I definitely had noodle legs. So once they gave me that, they had to give me a catheter because I can't pee on my own now because I'm so numb, I can't really do much. So they gave me a catheter. Yeah, they gave me a catheter. And mind you, Caden still didn't break my water yet. My child, his name is Caden, he still didn't break my water yet. So now they're just giving me a little more time. And this little boy, like, he's skipping centimeters. Like, he went from 3 centimeters, to 6 without breaking the water still. So, I keep burping. I'm sorry, guys. And he still didn't break the water. So nurse finally came in the room and she told me that she was going to have to break my water for me because he wouldn't break the water. Like, he was really just trying to get out without breaking the water. So she broke the water for me. Like, she took this little staple thing and she broke the water. So this whole time, right? So as soon as she broke my water, the first thing I say to my mom and my sister, I'm like, oh my God, do I stink? Do I stink? Do I stink? I was so scared. I'm like, do I stink? Do I stink? They're like, no, you don't stink. Why would you stink? I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I just want to know if I stink. Like, I don't want to stink while I'm about to give labor. Like, I don't want to, like, obviously I know I'm clean. I know I wash up. I know I keep myself clean. But you just never know. Like, I heard a story about somebody before going through that and something didn't smell too right. So I just was scared. And I was like, do I stink? Let me know. Don't be lying to me. If I stink, you better let me know. Don't be lying. But they told me I ain't stink, and I ain't stink, so that's a good thing. You feel me? I was not having it at all. So Yo, that's so funny because y'all had to be there to physically see how dead ass I was. Like, I was not playing. Like, I was not playing. So they broke the water or whatever, and because he was trying to come out without breaking the water, he was already so low. So when she broke the water, she kind of cut the top of his head because he was so low. So now my water is broken, and now I'm just sitting there. I'm trying to watch Empire. I ended up falling asleep, I think. No, I'm lying. You know you're not supposed to drink, eat, do anything during labor. So my stupid self, I'm not listening, obviously. I'm not even being stupid. I'm just not listening because the ice chips is not working for me. The little ice cubes, no, it's not working for me. I'm thirsty, I'm parched, I'm dehydrated. So I told my sister to go get me some ice and just sprinkle a little water in there. Like, I was like, can you please give me some ice and just sprinkle a little water? Like, I know I'm not supposed to be drinking this right now, but please just give me a little bit of water on top, just a little bit. So she did that for me, and I was just gumping it down. Not even supposed to be doing that. Not supposed to be doing it at all, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm parched, okay? I'm thirsty. I'm over here like I'm thirsty, I'm parched, all of that. I got the ice. I'm blowing on the ice to make the ice melt. I'm just doing the most. Like, at this point, I'm just like, I can't do this. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I'm dehydrated. I'm like, this is too much. Like, this is too much. So finally, mind you, at this point, I'm not feeling no more contractions. I'm not feeling anything because the epidural really helped. Like, it really helped me a lot. I wasn't feeling nothing until I think, like I said, he was skipping centimeters. He went from 3 to 6. From 3 to 6, when they finally came back to the room, I was 10 centimeters. I was 10 centimeters by the time they came back to the room. So by this time, I'm holding up to the bed. I'm holding it so tight, just squeezing it because I'm in excruciating pain now. So it doesn't matter if you have epidural now. Once it's time for that baby to come out, the contractions, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it regardless. So I'm just holding on to the bed because I don't know that I'm 10 centimeters yet. I'm just feeling the contractions coming back now. So I'm just thinking, like, maybe I need some more epidural. Like, maybe my medicine wore off. Maybe I need more. So I'm feeling it, and it's, like, excruciating. So now I'm, like, literally squeezing tight, like, oh, my God. Like, I cannot take this anymore. And my mom and them was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I just was like, I just can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Like, mind you, the whole labor, I didn't complain. I didn't cry. I didn't anything until I hit 10 centimeters is when I started complaining and I almost cried. I'm not going to lie, because that pain was terrible. Terrible. So when they came back in the room, I'm laying on my side because I'm holding onto the bed because I'm in so much pain. So they checked me and like, oh my God, you're 10 centimeters. Your crown, his head is right there. I'm like, what? His head is right where? How is his head already out, basically? Like, what? This little boy is not playing. So now they like, it's time to push. It's time to push. I'm like, oh my God, it's getting real. It's getting real. This is the moment. This is the time. It's time for him to get out. So they tried to make me push on my side at first, and I was just like, I was so uncomfortable. I'm like, can I just like get on my back? I got on my back. Yo, they even told me out their own mouths that I was one of the best people that they ever delivered. Like, I was the easiest, the most simplest, the most like everything. Like, they told me out their own mouths. They was having a full-blown conversation with each other, laughing, giggling while I was pushing the baby out because they said I was a great pusher. And they said that, like, yeah, I was just one of the best people they ever delivered. Like, it took 4 pushes for him to get out. And I'm telling y'all, the reason why it probably took 4 pushes for him to get out is because I wanted him out so bad. I wanted him out so bad. Why I wanted him out so bad is because of the things that I've been through during that whole pregnancy. Once it was time for him to come out, it was like, all right, I'm going to go all for it, and I'm getting him out. Like, I just want to be relieved. I want to be relieved. Like, I'm over it now. So they telling me to push, and like when the head is getting ready to come out, they want you to stop pushing. I'm like, no, I can't stop. This hurts, and I just wanted him out, so I continue to keep pushing. And he finally came out, and I had to get stitches and everything, but it wasn't as bad as people made me think that the experience was. Like, that's why they say everyone's experience is different. Like, that's why me, for example, I do want more kids. Like, I want one more child, I think, probably 2 more. I want a daughter and I think I want another boy. But I know for sure I want a daughter. Like, I wanted a boy and a girl, and I got my boy. So now I just want my girl. You feel me? And I think the reason why it's not that bad for me to say that I want more kids is because my experience wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't bad like other people. Like, I knew how to tolerate it. I knew how to deal with it. And like I said, everybody else is different. Everybody's body is different. This is just my experience, what I went through. And it was actually, like, amazing. I'm not gonna lie. It was the most depressing, exciting experience I've ever dealt with in my entire life. And one thing I know for sure is that I would never, ever, ever allow myself to be depressed during a pregnancy again. Because let me just tell y'all this now. If you're sad, if you're depressed, if you're mad, if you're angry your whole pregnancy, your baby is going to come out feeling everything you felt. Your baby is going to come out a crybaby, everything. You won't have time to do anything for yourself. And I'm saying this from experience, from me going through it. I dealt with it. I was depressed my whole pregnancy because of what I was going through. And I'm not going to get into detail about it, but what I was going through, and it definitely made him like a crybaby. When he first came out, he cried over everything, like everything, and it was very, very overwhelming. So I'm just telling you guys this now, like, don't, please, like, just try to be as happy as you can. If you feel anything, talk to someone. If you feel like you need to speak to somebody. Don't just sit there and just let yourself be depressed, because that baby feel everything you feel, everything that you feel. And I'm just telling y'all this. But yeah, so that's basically really it. Oh, I lied, y'all. I didn't even tell y'all. Before I even started pushing, because I was eating so much ice and all of that stuff, boy, this is exactly why they tell y'all not to eat ice. Not to eat ice. This is exactly why they tell you not to drink water or to eat anything. Because as soon as it was time for me to push, because I was drinking water and stuff the whole time, I threw up all over myself before it was time to push. Like, as soon as they told me it was time to push and I sat up, I felt it just coming up. I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to throw up. And as I'm throwing up, the doctor is just like, it's okay, it's gonna help push the baby, blah, blah, blah. And like I'm just saying, like, that's exactly why they tell you don't eat or drink anything when you're in labor. So now I know. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that because I forgot to bring that part up. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that bell so you can get notifications every time I post a video or do anything on my channel. And I thank you guys for watching this, and I thank you guys for loving me, and I love you guys too. And thank you. Thank you. And I'm out.